Welcome to Cage Minds. I'm Micah Frankel. It's fight week. It's boxing fight night in Las Cruces. Been a long time since they've gotten boxing down there. And to talk about it in a big fight, Indeya Rodriguez, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I'm ready to get this going.
We get to see you return, got to make your pro debut in the state. And since then, you've traveled the country. So first off, give me some thoughts on returning to New Mexico.
I'm very excited because me and Amy were actually, that was supposed to be my second fight, but it got postponed due to COVID. So I'm excited that we get to bring it back. It feels like I'm coming back for what we were supposed to do like over a year ago. So I'm excited.
Your entire career has taken place since Amy's last fight. She hasn't fought. It was supposed to be your second fight, but she hasn't fought. You've traveled the country. What has that experience been like?
It's really been amazing. That's what I love about boxing is the fact that I get to travel doing what I love to do. So I've been to California and New York and Salt Lake, and I've loved every place I've been to. It's always been a great experience.
You can't tell me that wasn't just a huge moment. New York, the theater at Madison Square Garden, to fight in that arena. What was that like?
That was that was crazy. When they called me about that fight, I was in shock. I definitely wasn't expecting to be fighting so soon in my career and in Madison Square Garden. So I felt pretty honored to be there. And now I'm excited to go back to New Mexico to kind of start back where I was, from the beginning, take it back.
Since the fight here, there's been some tough lessons learned. What's been some of the most crucial information and lessons that you've gained over this time?
Really to make it no question, to leave it all in the ring, to make sure that what I do in the ring really translate on the scorecards. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that every punch counts, every movement I make, it really counts.
How long had you been looking for this fight? You said it was supposed to be your second fight. You traveled the country, but had it been a fight that was still in your mind, on your radar?
Well, I definitely was like, okay, eventually we would fight. One of the accounts I follow on Instagram posted that she was gonna fight in October. And I was like, oh, I wonder who she's gonna fight. We were supposed to fight, and then they called us. And I was like, oh wow, perfect. This all works out. So it all came back. So I'm excited about that.
Well, talk to me about the fight, about the matchup, what you expect from Amy.
I'm expecting her to come at me. It's been a while since she fought, so I think it's gonna be a good fight. We're both really determined to, make our mark this upcoming fight. So I'm expecting a battle, really. I'm expecting for us to go at it.
Is there an advantage in all the ring time that you've had while she's been on the sideline?
I would just say I just been really focusing on my conditioning and making sure that I could go the distance. So that could be an advantage I have over her. I honestly don't know what she's been doing in regards to training. So I can't really say I got that up on her, but I know what I've been doing to condition myself. So I feel pretty good about that.
And how have you changed since we saw you in that pro debut?
I feel like I've definitely gotten cleaner. I feel like I've definitely been able to fine tune what I can do since then, like since my pro debut. And now I feel like I'm a different fighter. I feel like I definitely can go the distance more to say now.
And what were some of the other things? I know there has to be more than just the conditioning. You've talked a lot about that, but what are some of the things that you fine-tuned here over these last 2 years?
Just really making sure I do like straight, concise punches, my head movement. It's just all the different factors of, things that go into boxing, conditioning, head movement. We do a lot. Like we do a lot of cross training as well with my coach. So it's just a lot that we do to make sure that it translates in the ring,
With having traveled across the country, like we said, all these great destinations that you've been to, It's almost like you're this road warrior. You've went into these hostile environments, obviously not being the A side. How are you so fearless?
I think it comes with the sport because I know when I first started boxing, I was a very shy person and I still am. But when you get in the ring, you have to be on your A game. You can't be shy. You can't be afraid to look silly or you'll never learn. You'll never get better. So that's how I go into this. I'm like, hey, win or lose, I know that I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna go challenge it, and you never know what's gonna happen. Even if I'm the B fighter, you don't know what can happen in that ring. That's why I train so hard because I'm never gonna just think because I'm not in favor that I can't still take it.
The first time the New Mexico crowd saw you, it was Indeya Smith. It's now
Mm-hmm.
Indeya Rodriguez.
Yeah.
How does married life change training life?
Well, it's definitely, I feel like it picked up because I feel more determined to really make a name for myself, for my husband and our family. Like, I really want to, I'm really trying to do this, is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why I've been fighting so much and training so hard because I don't want to just have a little fight every now and again and just be I want to be a big name in this. Basically, I'm really determined to make a name for myself in this industry, for my family, for my husband. And he pushes me so much. He works out with me, he trains with me, he makes sure like he's my coach at home. He lets my coach know, hey, she didn't run today. Hey, you look at like he holds me accountable. So I really appreciate him for that.
Having those big dreams in this boxing game, who are some of the people that you're looking up to that you admire?
In boxing per se, I honestly, personally, I don't watch any boxing. I don't watch any sports on TV or anything like that. I kind of just, the main person I look up to is my coach, Mario. He's been with me for 9 years and he boxed when he was younger, when he was a kid, and he's taught me everything. He's been training me up since I was 16, and he lets me know like anybody I fight, I never look at them because I don't want to ever hype my head up or, I like to be pretty neutral when I go into a fight, but he lets me know, okay, this is what you need to work on. This is what they're gonna try, So he's really like my game book, my game plan, So I really look up to my coach because he lets me know everything. He keeps me ahead, he keeps me focused. So that's who I really look up to is my coach Mario.
Well, now I really can't ask you like who you would compare your game to if you're like I don't really watch. So, well,
Yeah,
how
I
would you
honestly don't. I always been bad with that with sports and TV.
how would you describe for people that haven't seen your style without giving too many of your tricks away what your style in the ring is?
I'm definitely a aggressive fighter. I like to go at it, but I've been learning on how to more so box and be aggressive. So I think I'm a good mix of both, of coming at you and also moving around. So I like a mix of both aggression and boxing.
You said you look up to your coach Mario.
Yes.
How did you find Coach Mario?
I actually met him because how I got started boxing was through Grand Prairie Police. They have a youth boxing program, and I joined when I was in high school, and he was one of the coaches there. And after I aged out of the program, he just kept training me, and here we are 9 years later.
Boxing fight night in Las
Mhm.
Cruces. We don't know what Amy's bringing to the ring, but what do you feel you need to get done to get that W?
Uh, my focus, I just think I just need to be focused and just leave it all in the ring. That's all I can do. I know that's what she's gonna do, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I bring it, and she's gonna bring it. It's gonna be a good fight.
The nickname is Azukar. Where did
Mhm.
it come from?
My husband, that's what he would call me, Azukar, and he introduced me to this Mexican singer. Her name is Celia Cruz, and she has a song called La Negra Tienen Tu Bao, which basically means like this black girl has swag, she doesn't sway. And I was like, oh, and in that song she says Azúcar a lot. And I was like, oh, I'm feeling it. I like that. Azúcar. I feel it. So that's how I got my nickname.
Indeya Rodriguez, thank you for the time.